private people. They'll put the money somewhere and then get a regular income. And they think that banks will do this one. And they have learned the lesson now. Putting money into the banks and financial institutions. They thought that Adibor, for whole life they will get money. Now they're all stuck up. So capital market, of course, you have to raise money with the dividend. And one unfortunate thing I've been observing in the capital market, Pakistan especially, small investors, they think that this is their right and this is their notion that they'll be having perpetual income from the stock market. If the stock market go down, they think that this is the fault of first they follow the finance advisor. I often get phrases, negative sense. BSCC gets some of the issues. The capital market is not a continuous, indefinite profit. You have to take the risk also. If there is no profit, if the company doesn't work well, definitely you will share the loss. I think one of your responsibilities, especially DSC, to educate people, to make aware, and for the money you are investing, or money you are using to buy shares and bonds, and not just a permanent income. Gone are the days of permanent income hypothesis. That I buy something, I will give it to you. So this one. Now about the capital market, one thing that we don't have the yield curve. Usually government yield and other yields goes up one. Usually it goes flat. Theoretically it should be flat. But this is unfortunate. At one time I tried to make a yield curve, but I cannot push it down forcefully. That if I had force, I could predict yield curve 10 and it not yield curve horizontal. It's not possible. People accept high rate of income, high rate of interest with the long term. In the long term, they usually get constant lower income. So this is the problem in our market. Second is about the Sukuk. Now Sukuk is a very potential one. We have about 24,000 crore taka. But those what are here are invested in mainly sanitation project, primary education. The return is very good. We had to do that because we didn't have fund to finance that. That is the kind of shortcut way of raising money through Sukuk. But Sukuk bond should be for the private people, for the private enterprise. They'll earn money and that will ease the pressure of the banks also. Because if you get the money from the Sukuk market, definitely there will be no pressure, less pressure on the bank. This has not been done yet, but we are trying, and definitely this is one of the good effort on the part of the JADC and DSC. We also know that there are different standards, different norms. You have mentioned AEI, Islamic Financial Services Board is there, and they're very detailed. There is in Malaysia, not only Malaysia. I had attended some of the meetings and all. So the norms and other things are there, but it should be adapted in Bangladesh situation. The theoretical Sukuk bond should be this, Sukuk bond should be asset-based, asset-backed. Asset should be not fuzzy asset, not like the derivatives. But the asset should be real asset, then the confidence Sukuk bond will be higher, return will be there. Derivative is a kind of fuzzy collateral debt obligation. You know about that, which led to the financial sector debacle in 2007 and 2008. So, as a good advantage of Sukuk is that the setback, then definitely it will be strong. The return will be also be kind of assured return, and people will be convinced to buy it. That is one thing. Another thing is securitization. Unfortunately, Bangladesh has not done it. I just came from Japan and talked with them about MRT. Some of the new MRT will cost billions of dollars. I was a little worried, and I talked to the finance minister and also the trade minister. He said, why are you not deciding about the MRTs? Then I very politely, it is difficult to say no or to say negative things to the Minister of the country. I said that, yes, Mr. Minister, we are reviewing it. The cost is too high. It is, if you compare the cost to the other countries. So we are trying to consider, we are considering. But if securitization is done, it could have been much easier for us. Even the existing ones can be securitized. Why not? All the reasons, why not geography and other things? And that I think must be is a kind of shortcoming on the part of the government. I remember I was the governor at that time. All the bridges talked about. I suggested the transport minister, Mr. Nazmul, who was there, and my friend was Shafiq. I said, why don't you go for securitization? Why are you trying to raise funds from World Bank? You just go to this through SPV, you just securitize it. There are so many people that they would have come forward to securitize because they will be assured with the steady flow of income, told and other. So I don't know, Jamuna was another thing which should have been done. Now we should very seriously think about this. Another thing is about the Sukuk bond. There's one Sukuk bond, the vaccine bond, isn't it? Unfortunately, it's a case study. You can study what they did, they have invested in something. And it's very difficult to trace their money also nowadays, the classic story. So I think we should be very careful about bond as an issue. The issue should be very careful for which project you are giving. As I told you, the asset and the base and backing is very important. Of course, I think Bexabar is used in some power plants, solar power. I don't know. I don't know about their profitability. So this is one of the case studies. Most of you know, because they're expert in the field, they will know about that. Last but not least, some mentions about gratuity fund, pension fund. So the problem with the pension fund, of course the legal implications, we have to change the law and other things. Besides that, there is that this is we call it the public fund. It is the obligation of the government. Public fund means we are custodian. The doctor institution is a custodian of the fund. If you just expose it to the market, if you lose all the money, where do you get the money to pay the pension? Then you will have to beg mercy from the please, I have invested to this and I have lost the money. Please forgive us. That kind of thing. So, no, that has to also be done very carefully. But there is scope.